Hi, I'm Nick Cappello.
And I'm Jan Cappello.
We've been parishioners at St. Rose for the last 46 years.
And over those years, we've been involved in a lot of different ministries.
I've been involved in just a whole host of different ministries, and not continual over 46 years, but um, right now I'm a lector and a Eucharistic minister. But early on, I was involved in a lot of the spaghetti dinners that we used to have with Vin Monteverdi. And again, early on, when we first joined the parish, we were asked to join the parish council, which we did. Um, so I've done that along the way. One of my favorite things is starting back in, I think it was late 1990s. I started working with a few other parishioners. One in particular, and I'll mention his name because he was a long-term parishioner, a lovely guy, John Harrington. John and I and a group of guys put up the creche every year. And over the years, I became in charge of that. And now it's become a family activity where my son and his children and my daughter and I get together every November just before the start of Advent. And we put the creche up and we get our picture taken and um, just celebrate that one more year of getting the building up in place.
And over the years, I've been involved in the music ministry for a really long time, in all different ways. So I ended up joining the folk group, and we did that. And then Nick joined later on, and we did that for many, many years. We sang every 5 o'clock mass. And since then, I've been a cantor. I'm back to singing with the choir again. I just started back with the choir, and I may get back to cantoring as well. But we've done all kinds of ministries, and one of the things we did was the Loretto program, where we used to go to camp, and we tried to involve. And one year we had almost the entire family up there. You were doing the kitchen.
Yep.
I was doing the music. My son Paul who played the guitar, was also doing the music with me. My daughter Elena was teaching a class, and my daughter Blanca was doing the childcare. So we were all involved up there at the same time. We've tried to teach our children that if you've been blessed in any way, you have an obligation to give back.
Pre-COVID, we were involved in the community meals for uh, once every 2 months or so, and we ended up doing the main course for that, which I really enjoy cooking. That stopped during COVID, but then post COVID it started again. So we're back. We're back doing the community meals. I wanted to mention something about COVID because it's not about COVID itself. It has to do with what happened during that time frame. Um, we we asked what could we do to help because as many of the parishioners, current parishioners know, we were just broadcasting the masses for quite a while, and I think it was Father Jim called and said, we need help cleaning the church. If we're going to open the church up, we have to clean the church after every mass. And it turned out that for I don't know, maybe 3 4 months, Jan and I and a crew of people, every mass, we were there at every mass on the weekend and cleaned afterward. Early on, Father Jim, during one of his homilies, he said, you know what? All too often, um, we ask people, to help us out, and they're always too busy. And he said, the most important thing you can do is just say yes, even if it's inconvenient or it may seem to be inconvenient. And I think we've kind of followed that motto over the years that when someone says, can you help with something? Yes. St. Rose has been our home. Um, we've had some wonderful celebrations. We've had some difficult times, as some of our friends might know that we went through in the loss of our son. But Father Jim was right there with us, as well as the deacon, spending time with us, and it really extended well beyond that. The whole parish community.
We've been blessed. We've made a lot of good friends, and we continue to make new friends, which is really great. There's always more people. I've been involved in the women's club for a really long time. Um, Whenever baking and sewing baptismal robes, and helping with bunco and Advent gatherings and whatever. There are so many ministries, and it's really nice to see some of the younger families getting involved. I think it's so important.